Welcome back. Hey, you know what? I'd like to talk a little bit about strength programming. This video is for anyone that's looking for a little more information about what's going into how we're putting together our strength programmings, and anyone who's just not afraid of a little bit of math. Anyway, let's take a look at this. I've got 3 tables that are out there, and I just want to give you a little bit of information about each one of them. Take a look at those tables that I'll have linked down below. And if you have some questions or comments, reach out to me, and we'd definitely like to have a, answer any questions that you guys might have. The first table is basically applying what Louis Simmons has developed from Westside Barbell, and gives us 2 different training zones that we can work in. I'm going to call them zones. The first one is max effort training days, and the other one's a dynamic effort training day. And this table basically gives you the relative loading that we have on the barbell for those, and the number of repetitions that we might be performing in those particular workouts. Max effort, the intent of a max effort day is to really have a maximum effort lifting and moving our heaviest loads on the barbell. The dynamic effort days are, the intent of those are more towards speed, strength, and power. And so the loading on those barbells are lower, and the number of repetitions increases. The second table we have in there is a pretty popular table relative to strength training. It's called Prielupin's chart, and what it helps us to do is it helps us to figure out what is the useful number of repetitions and sets that we would be performing on the barbell for various loadings on there. So you can take a look at that chart, and that's going to give you 70, 80, 90% loading on the barbell, and useful number of repetitions that you'd be performing on that within a particular set, as well as across an entire workout that you might be performing. The last chart, chart 3, has 2 parts to it, but it really is the same information presented 2 different ways. And this is a chart based on Bechel's equations, which tells you how many repetitions you're able to complete your rep max given heavier and heavier loading on the barbell. So as we get closer to 100%, that number of repetitions is going to decrease until it's just 1 single repetition. The other half of that table flips it inside out, which is giving you the estimate of what your rep max would be given the number of repetitions that you perform on the barbell. Anyway, guys, that's my quick information that I'd like to give you based on our foundations of strength. Please reach out. Let me know if you got any questions, comments. I'd be happy to hear those, and take care and happy training.